Happy Tuesday out there, Team 42. It's your skipper here, Darius to present our macro minute for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Welcome back from the holiday. Hope everyone had a wonderful vacation. So, as always, we'll start with the executive summary from today's leadoff morning note. If you would like to review the analysis supporting these conclusions and to see if you need to make any changes in your portfolio to remain on the right side of market risk or to get on the right side of market risk to the extent you haven't been following KISS or Dr. Mo, you need to be a client of 42 Macro. So today's key macro question is, will legal checks and balances fuel more paradigm C upside? Our answer, the Trump administration has taken a few losses in court recently. For example, a federal appeals court recently ruled most of Trump's reciprocal tariffs illegal under the IEEPA statute. Moreover, a U.S. district court ruled Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in Los Angeles during immigration protests violated the Posse Comitatus Act. The U.S. district court also blocked Trump's expanded expedited removal policy, which allowed nationwide deportations for undocumented immigrants in the U.S. for less than 2 years. The developing upside risk to our already 100 percentile bullish paradigm C bull case would be an effective display of checks and balances that limit the worst of the Trump economic agenda from negatively impacting the U.S. and global economies via adverse trade and immigration policies. While this may be wishful thinking given the Supreme Court's 6-3 conservative majority and 3 Trump appointees, Trump's dissatisfaction with his appointed Fed Chair Jay Powell offers investors a glimmer of hope. Sure, there are other legal authorities the administration can use to pursue Trump's trade policy agenda that are more durable but take longer to implement, such as the Sections 232 and 301 tariffs. Any such delayed implementation would push the bulk of the stagflationary shock from tariffs from the second half of 2025 into the first half of 2026 and give the Fed more scope to cut interest rates in the interim. 1H 2026 also coincides with the start of the multi-year run of peak positive fiscal impulse from the one big ugly bill. This would mean the economy slows less sharply in the second half of 2025 and recovers less sharply throughout 2026. It would also mean the big correction everyone is waiting for this fall may fail to materialize ahead of a likely Santa Claus rally. The likely year-end performance chase will be fueled by the upside capitulation of investors who have yet to adequately position for our paradigm C theme. Elsewhere, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent floated the idea of declaring a national housing emergency. This would provide the administration some political cover to continue overstepping legal boundaries and meddling with the Fed. Refer to our August 26th leadoff morning note for a detailed overview of the steps the administration are likely to take to resuscitate the beleaguered housing market. Each step is resoundingly bullish for risk asset prices. Transitioning to our 42 Macro dashboard, as always, we'll wrap up the question from our community. This one's titled Market Timing. It says, Team 42 Macro, I'm a new subscriber and a retiree 15 years into retirement. The U.S.'s large and growing federal debt and the declining purchasing power of the U.S. dollar are my primary attractions to KISS. I'm committed to not lose as much purchasing power in the next decade as we did in the last. That said, I'm struggling to get comfortable with the concept of buy and sell signals. All my experience and education tells me the market timing can't be successful in the long run. I think the old saying goes something like, more money has been lost time in the markets than have been lost in all the corrections. Any words of advice? Are there any 42 Macro team members who just run with the 60-30-10 and rebalancing? Thank you. So rather than offer my own answer to this question, I'll just scroll down and offer one of our other clients' answer to this question, which is, hi, 61-year-old here following DD from his prior employer since 2016. For what it's worth, I allocate 90% of a mid-7-figure retirement account to KISS. The market timing signals have helped me avoid the last 4 crashes in December 2018, March of 2020, summer of 2022, and 2025. So this is what I say every time when we get questions about the effectiveness of our signals. Rather than me standing on a soapbox and telling you how awesome what it is that we're doing for our clients is, I just point you to what our clients are saying, how awesome what we're doing for them has been. For anybody who needs help building the confidence to participate in our KISS system, just hop into our testimonials page, which you can find here in on our 42 Macro website, and just have some fun. These are hundreds of testimonials from our thousands of clients around the world in 80 plus countries, telling you exactly what I've been telling you for years now, which is what we do not only works, but it is highly effective. Those are two separate things, by the way. Just working is good. We'll take that. But actually working at a very high level and being highly effective for helping investors remain on the right side of risk is something that we're super proud of in terms of what we built. And more importantly, we're most proud of the results that our clients are feeling in the form of, staying on the right side of market risk, retiring on time and comfortably, and ultimately doing that in a manner that reduces the amount of stress that they are feeling as a result of their investing activity. So couldn't be more proud of this, what our clients are saying about us. So definitely take some time to review our testimonials page. If you, like the person who asked the question earlier, have any reservations, if you will, about participating in our KISS system. And if you have different reservations about participating in our KISS system, just remember, KISS, you can customize KISS to suit your liking. You don't have to have 60% stocks, 30% gold, and 10% Bitcoin. You can swap out Bitcoin with something that's lower beta. You can swap out gold with something that has a higher yield, like fixed income securities, and just manage your customized version of KISS that is more suitable for your risk tolerance and strategic investment objectives. Using our the signals in our Dr. Mo model. So Dr. Mo has sort of for lack of a better word, buy, sell, hold signals for 70 different factors. So, you can pick those 70 different factors and allocate across them accordingly in the context of our KISS portfolio construction framework. To the extent you don't want to follow the standard KISS portfolio, or if you deem it to be unsuitable for your specific investment needs. So just be aware of that. You can implement a customized version of KISS, or you can just trust that the standard version of KISS is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, which is helping investors all around the world maximize upside capture in bull markets and minimize downside capture in bear markets in a repeatable manner that allows them to remain on the right side of market risk for a long enough period of time so that they can retire on time and comfortably. Not just comfortably in terms of how much money they have to spend in their retirement and leave their family behind when they go to the great beyond, but also comfortably in terms of the journey that they're experiencing along the way in terms of avoiding significant drawdowns in their portfolio, the types of drawdowns that cause you to stay up at night and create, obviously some consternation in your family life and work life. So we'll wrap it up there. I think people get it. If you don't get it, spend some time on that testimonials page. And if you don't get it after that, then you're probably never going to get it. So we'll wrap it up there. Have a great day. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. Cheers.